In the small village nestled deep in the valley, life revolved around the ancient shrine perched high on a hill. The villagers believed in a rain deity named Amaya, whose blessings were essential to their survival. They would hold yearly festivals and offer daily worship to ensure that Amaya continued to bless them with rain, which brought prosperity to their lands and allowed their crops to flourish. One morning, a stranger named Ryan arrived in the village, weary from his travels. Curious about the village's customs, he spoke with the locals and learned about their unwavering devotion to Amaya. Ryan, a well-traveled man, harbored doubts about the power of a single deity controlling the rains, but he chose not to voice his skepticism. Days turned into weeks, the village faced an unprecedented drought. Panicked, the villagers doubled their efforts in worshipping Amaya, but the skies remained stubbornly clear. Ryan watched as the villagers' desperation grew, and he couldn't help but share their concern. Ryan knew that it was time for him to act. He approached the village elder and shared his knowledge of water management and irrigation techniques, which he had acquired during his travels. He explained how these methods could help them survive and thrive, even during times of drought. The villagers listened with rapt attention, but they were reluctant to abandon their ancient beliefs. One evening, as Ryan stood at the edge of the dried-up riverbed, he had an idea. He gathered the villagers and proposed a new festival in honor of Amaya, where they would build a canal to bring water from a distant source to their parched land. The villagers were hesitant, but they agreed to give it a try. Over the following weeks, they worked tirelessly under Ryan's guidance, digging the canal and constructing a system to direct the water to their fields. The day came when the final piece was put into place, and the villagers watched in awe as the water began to flow. The once barren fields slowly turned green, and life began to return to village. The villagers were overjoyed, and they realized that although Amaya's blessings were important, it was their own efforts that had truly saved them. And so, a new tradition was born in the village. The villagers continued to worship Amaya, but they also celebrated their own resilience and resourcefulness. And in doing so, they ensured that the rains would never again define their fate.